Hi everyone, welcome to Azure User Groups Sweden. Welcome today. Hi Håkan.
Yeah, hello, Yona. How are you?
I'm great. I'm glad to be here again this weekend. Yes.
Yeah.
And hi everyone that are watching us today. I hope you're having a great time.
So before we start with today's session here, we can just give some introduction about us. So maybe, Yona, do you want to start?
Yeah, my name is Jonah Anderson. I'm a software engineer and Microsoft MVP for Azure here in Sweden.
Yeah. So my name is Håkan Silvenagel. I'm a Microsoft AI MVP, and I work as a manager for AI and big data in Norway. So with that said, should we introduce our code of conduct?
Yeah, sure. So we would like to remind everyone about our code of conduct. So we want everyone to have an open and inclusive community and be nice and friendly and be respectful to others when you ask questions or comments. So you can review the rest of the code of conduct on the link provided.
Nice. Then I think it's time for us to introduce our guest here. So let us add May Alhajri, or Agent
Yeah, hi.
008. Hello, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm fine. How are you? Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, we're really excited here to hear about Power Apps and the Power
Yeah.
Platform. So
Yes.
we also want to congratulate you because not so long time ago you got the Microsoft MVP, and
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
it's a double celebration because you're the first woman in Saudi Arabia to get this award, right?
Yes, exactly. Even in the Middle East, actually. So I'm super lucky and
Okay.
I'm super happy, yeah, to have it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, congratulations. We need our role
Thank you.
models like you. So congrats.
Thank
Welcome to
you.
the
Thank you.
MVP family.
Yeah, thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes. I have a question before we start.
Mhm.
Why do you call yourself with a nickname Agent 008? Is it because you
So
like James Bond?
actually, yeah, I'm big fan for him, but there is an internal program within Schlumberger company. It's led by our digital engagement manager. So he start by recognize a specific people. They have a specific talent within the Schlumberger. So he recognized me and he told me pick a number. So I don't know that we have something we call it agents within Schlumberger. So I was super lucky to pick 008,
Mhm.
and because James Bond 007 and 008. Then from there I told him, is it okay to use it like outside and to make it my personal brand? He said, yeah, for sure. So that's why I keep using Agent 008 as my personal brand. Yeah.
Yes. Interesting.
Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. All right.
So now, do you want to tell our viewers a little bit about what you will present
Yeah.
today, May?
So actually today I'm gonna go through my journey with Power Platform and how did I started with it, and what kind of a challenge that I faced, and how I become familiar with all these amazing tool that we have it from Microsoft. And also I'm gonna share with you a few example with the screenshot and what kind of my first application, first dashboards, and all this amazing tool. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
So then we
great.
can leave the
Yeah.
stage to you. But before we do that,
Yes.
if you have any questions to the audience, you can just ask the questions in the chat, and then we'll ask these questions to May afterwards. So
Yes.
best of luck.
Yes. Thank you.
Sure, sure. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so thank you for having me today. I'm super happy actually to share with you today my journey with Power Platform. So before we start, in case if you don't know me, let me share with you a quick intro about myself. My name is May Alhajri. I'm from Saudi Arabia, which is far away from most of you. I'm in Middle East, and I have been graduated with the computer engineering bachelor degree, and I have 5 years experience within different companies. And my current position now, a digital analyst within Schlumberger company within Saudi Arabia. So I'm super active on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Meetup. Even I have a sharing group. I'm doing a lot of sessions related to a Power Platform. And also, I started my journey to be as a power addict. And this month, I get the MVP award from Microsoft as the first Saudi female with the MVP. So now, actually, I would like to share with you how it started. How now I became familiar with all this amazing tool from Microsoft Power Platform. Actually, I started my journey as a IT on-site support within a Schlumberger company, and we know that IT on-site support, that we have a daily routine, like we need to do a troubleshooting, a re-imaging, all these tasks. So at the beginning, actually, it was really fun, and it was really cool for me to learn the new things for the troubleshootings and all this stuff. But for me, as my personality, actually, I like to communicate with people. I like to share my knowledge in different way. So I was thinking about, like, is there any platform within my company so I can share my knowledge in different way, like a video, articles, similar to the social media that we have it outside, but I would like to be famous within my company. So I found my favorite tool. I'm not sure if you know it. It's a Yammer. It's similar to the Facebook concept, that you can share your posts, your videos, whatever you have as internal things within your organization. So I started to post in a daily basis a lot of things, like positive quotes, like convert the troubleshooting that we have it as a IT on-site support to be as a videos. So the people, when they start to saw all my posts, they start to call me Yammer lady. So a lot of people, they recognize me as a Yammer lady. She is super active on Yammer, sharing her knowledge internally. From there, actually, I assigned to be part of Office 365 adoption project within Schlumberger. So it was really a good opportunity for me to learn new things. For me, I don't like to stay in one area. I like to learn a lot of things, and I feel like someone is behind me and I just need to run and learn a lot of things very fast. So this is me. I don't know why. So Office 365 adoption project, it was really a good start for me to learn a lot of things related to Microsoft tools that we have it. And as we know, within college, like a college, when you start your college, or when you start to learn more about all the things that we have it within the university or college, we learn the basic things of the soft skills, like Word, Excel. So because you need to focus on your main major. So within this project, Office 365 adoption, I learned a lot of things related to OneDrive, SharePoint. I don't have any idea about SharePoint before actually Office 365 adoption. So from there, whatever I learned, I converted to be as a video and posted on Yammer. So Yammer, it was the key things for me to share whatever I have internally within my company. And still, I don't know if, till now, I don't know anything about related to Power BI, Power Apps. Still, I don't have any idea what kind of Power Platform that we have it. From there, I start to hear about Power BI, and that we have a cool tool, we call it Power BI, that you can build your reports, dashboard, a lot of cool things you can do with Power BI. From there, I start to learn a lot of things related to Power BI as a first start for me with Power Platform. And the way that I learned Power BI, I opened Microsoft Learn. And, within Microsoft Learn, we have videos, but we have a lot of articles, right? And we have a lot of courses, and you need to mark it as a done. And you have a few quizzes that you need to take it. For me, whatever I'm reading or whatever I'm studying, I like to convert it to be as a video or a session. And for me, whatever I learned at this time, I converted to be as a sessions within my company. Also, I create a lot, around 20 or more videos related to Power BI. And I was not expert at this stage, actually. But the best practice, if you want to learn more, you need to share whatever you are learning at the time and with your colleague, because many people, they will be more than you expert, and they have a lot of point they can help you to develop yourself. And this is what I did basically. I start to share my knowledge on Power BI, and from there, our digital engagement manager, he came to me and he told me that you have a lot of ideas related to your Power BI things. Now it's time to move to the second tool, which is Power Apps. You can start build your application. Power Apps is really a good application or a good tool that you can do a lot of things, and you can integrate Power BI with Power Apps. So the main idea that for me, I don't want it to just be on within one tool or use only one tool. And with Power Platform, I recognize that all the tools is like one family. You can integrate everything within one platform, and you can do a lot of things. So from there, I start to learn more about Power Apps, Power Automate, and all these Power Platform tools. And I'm not sure if you know Alan Chai. Alan, actually, he's our digital engagement manager. I saw him, he posts a lot of things within Yammer related to Power Addicts Hangout, Power Addicts community. So I was super jealous because I wanted to be part of this community and I don't know how. So what I did, I take the shortcut. I talk to him. Hi, Alan. I have a question. How can I be part of this amazing community? Because I saw him with the Georgia Agent 001. They are posting a lot of things related to this community. So from there, he told me, you need to create a Twitter account. You need to share your knowledge externally by using hashtag #PowerAddict. And this is what I did, actually. I create my Twitter account. I create my LinkedIn account. I was super happy to learn new things and to be even famous outside of my organization. And the purpose of to be famous, not only I just wanted to be famous. No, I wanted to share my knowledge. So I start to share my knowledge. I get a lot of support from different people, and it gives me like a confidence that, oh my, you can share more and more. And many people, they start to recognize me that I have a unique character, unique style on sharing my knowledge. From there, I get my Agent 008 name, and we within Power Addicts Hangout session, I can share later on the link with you that when Alan, he announced my name as the Agent 008, and it was something internally within Schlumberger. Then from there, I start to see, no, I would like, and now most of the people, they recognize me as Agent 008. And why? I think it's a good things for me to use it as a external, even a brand or personal brand for me. And from there, I start to build and create my logo, make it as my official logo, and start to share whatever I have under Agent 008 name. And this year, actually, I get the MVP. And actually, this month, which is my month, September, I received this MVP award. And actually, you don't believe it that I don't know what's the meaning of MVP before like 1 year. I don't know what's MVP. And Alan, when he come to me actually and he talked to me about it, he told me, whatever you are sharing, there are a lot of people, they can look at you and they can see what you are doing, and all your initiatives actually will be recognized from Microsoft. And for me, actually sharing a knowledge, it's something really I feel comfortable, and this is me. I like to share my knowledge. I like to learn from others and to focus on develop myself and develop others for sure. So this is my journey in a short way, and I hope I don't like to make it very long, because there is a lot of things. Actually, there is a lot of challenge that I faced during this a few years. But now I would like to share with you a few examples that I built it, and a few things that I built it within my journey. So how it started, I started from IT on-site support, and now I'm become as a MVP from Microsoft. It's really, I'm super happy to be where I am now. And every time I mention that I am here because of everyone from this amazing community. Everyone from this amazing community helped me out to be here, and they helped me to develop myself and improve my skills. So how it's going now? Now, and this year, I published my Agent 008 site because I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of infographics, video, a lot of things. So I don't have any place to publish it. I know that we have an opportunity to publish on Microsoft. Even William, he is from TDG. I'm not sure if I'm pronounced the community name correctly. He gave me a good opportunity to publish my documents on their site, and really thank you so much, William. But I start to think, why I think it's a good time for me to build my own website and share my knowledge there. And even many people, they can give me a feedback on how I can develop myself and develop my website. So I publish it on August, and all my documents, all my infographics, my games, my videos there for free. You can go there, publish it, and you can even you can download it at any time. So what now actually I have my own site. I MVP from Microsoft. But what's the next? I will share it with you at the end of my slides, like what kind of a plan that I have now, and what kind of things that I'm focusing on in this during this year. So now it's the time to share with you a lot of cool stuff that I have been building during my journey. Actually, I cannot share everything because most of them business applications, and we have a confidential data that I cannot share it. But I took a screenshot from the most important application that I really like to share it with you. So the first report and dashboard that from Power BI that I built it, we call it KSA Collects. Actually, this Power BI file or Power BI dashboard, it seems here one page, but if you look at it, for each button that we have it here, we have, for example, we have a different stages, or we have a different button. For each button, there is a lot of pages, and there is a lot of reports and analysis behind it. So this one, it's just the main page of the Power BI file that I have it for the finance department. And the purpose of this one, actually, it's like to visualize the data and our invoicing tickets that we have for the internally purpose and externally with our clients. The manual process, or the previous process, was like they have an Excel. They share their invoices by using a specific way, Excel, email. So when I start to work in this platform or in this project, it was a challenge for me because still I was not expert in Power BI, and I was in a stage that I'm still learning a lot of things from Power BI. So when it was a good point for me, and it was a good opportunity for me to learn new things, because how you can learn while you are working, it's something really cool things to develop your skills. You don't need to be an expert on any tool to develop or to build or to work on a project. For me, I'm learning from the project that I'm working on it. And this is the powerful things with Power Platform. You can learn while you are building your app, while you are building your dashboard. So a lot of things that you can learn it while you are developing. So this is the first one for the finance department. I wish that I can share a lot of things from there, but there's a lot of confidential data that I cannot share it. I just put the main screen, but there is a lot of pages behind this one. So let me move to the first application. It's really a fun application. As I mentioned, I was super active on Power BI side. I don't have any idea about Power Apps. So when I start to build the first application, I just wanted to make it fun and to learn what kind of things that I can do with Power Apps. So within my company, I have a lot of videos, I have a lot of games, I have a lot of a newsletter. As I'm a Yammer lady, that she has always published a lot of things. So I was thinking, why maybe in this area or with Power Apps, I can create an app that put everything together and make it just simple, because I'm not expert in Power Apps. And while you are using a Power Apps, actually, you can learn a lot of things. And what I did here, actually, within this application, I have all my videos, I have all my newsletter, games, and the challenge that I face it here. I'm not sure if you're already familiar with Power Apps. When we start to build our application, there was no functionality to integrate Microsoft Stream within Power Apps. So it was really a challenge things for me, because I have more than 20 videos, and it was really hard for me to install all the videos within my application, because now we have a functionality that you can embed your video from Microsoft Stream directly to your application. But it was a fun application. It's not a professional at all. It's just to learn the basic things with the Power Apps. Now, let me show you another application here. As we know, this one, KSA Digital Escape Room, it's not the same one that I built it and I shared it recently on the community, something else. Before COVID-19, actually, I used to do a lot of session within my company. So the way to do a session, actually, it's just send an invite to the people, post it on Yammer. So I think that I want to make something different to get their attention, the audience attention, and to attend my sessions more and more. So what I did, I built an application and I added like 4 main doors or rooms. Like we have a general room. If you look at it here, we have a Power BI room, we have a Power Apps room, Microsoft Flow, before they call it Power Automate. It's really like, it's really old application. So the idea behind this one, I used Power Automate, OneNote, and Power Apps. So the idea behind this application, they can register for a specific room. And once they register, they're going to receive a specific email with the instructions, like how they can register or what kind of time they need to attend the room, how many time do we have. So the time they have, once they enter the room, they have 60 minutes, and I divide the group to be as 2 groups. And from there, each group, they have a specific OneNote. I was still not confident enough to build the entire escape room by using Power Apps, because still at this stage, I was still learning about Power Apps. But now I have a digital escape room, actually, and I did a lot of session about it. It's really a cool thing. So for this digital escape room, actually, I searched on a specific website, like how can I build a digital escape room? So I saw one article, I'm not sure what's the name of this amazing person. He built a digital escape room by using OneNote. So I took whatever he is having and the way that he built it, something really easy, but I just need to understand the concept. And from there, I built the registration application and the digital escape room by using OneNote. But now we have a digital escape room by using the Power Apps. Okay. Now, let me show you this application. This one, it's only the main page screenshot. For this one, it's a digital whiteboard. And actually, we are using this application to help the management to know in real time where we stand in job preparation for the assets, actually. So I remember when the specific manager from specific department within my company, he came to me and he told me that we have a regular whiteboard similar to this one, but it's a white, actually, and they are adding the name person as a paper, and they move the job and the name based on the papers they have it on the whiteboard, whiteboard. So I was thinking that we can do the same within Power Apps, and we can assign the person to specific job within one click by using Power Apps. So I start to to learn. For me, the first things that I need to do it before building any application, learn the logic, learn the flow, then convert it to be as an automation process. So this is what I did. I sat with the manager. I learned from what kind of current process they have. And from there, I built this application. And I used 3 tools here. I used the Power Apps to be the main input for the management to assign the job to a specific person. And the Power Automate to send an email and the notification based on the assigning the job. And Power BI to build a tracking dashboard and a summary page to see how many jobs we have on this site and how many assets we assign to this job. So it was really a cool project, and I learned a lot of things actually here. So let me move to another application. When we within the COVID-19 situation, actually, we get like a lot of things to do internally within the company and to share the awareness. And the best way to share the awareness is to make it not only like a only professional way. We need to make something fun and engage with the others audience and the end user. So this is what we did. We built an application, and it was really a super challenge for me because it was like, this is the first time for me to build a quiz application. And I have like I remember when the team from HSC department, they told me like, you have less than 24 hours to finish this application. And I mentioned, yeah, I can do it. But in fact, I was super afraid because I don't know how to build a quiz application. So what I did actually, I search. For me, if I don't know anything, I cannot mention to anyone that I don't know. It's really hard for me. I can mention, I will check, I will work on it, and this is what I did. And it was a challenge for me. And for me, I really like to take the challenges. So I built it within less 24 hours. I did a lot of tricks here within this application. Even I did a session, I did 2 sessions within the community about how we can build a Power Apps quiz in easiest way. So here I'm using a Power Apps as an input. I'm using a SharePoint as a data source, and we are also, I built a tracking. I cannot share it actually because we have a confidential data. I built a dashboard to track all the employees with their score, and we are giving like a badge for each score that we have it for a specific category. So this quiz actually, it's like we need to build an app with the 3 questions per day. And once we they take the quiz, or once they submit their answers, they are not able to retake it at all. And once it's like tomorrow, they can open the application and they can answer the new questions that we have it. So here we have like more than 150 questions, and I divide it per specific days that we have it during this COVID-19 situation. It was really fun, and I used the same concept for different application. I will show it to you later on what kind of things that I converted from here to be on other application. And this is really cool that you can take the components and build it within the other application within Power Apps. So this is what I'm talking about here. In Arabic region or Middle East, we have a season, we call it Ramadan. And within my company, actually, they are doing like awareness campaign about Ramadan, like for, especially for HSC or safety department. Safety department here, they are focusing to share the awareness about driving. They have a specific posters, and for Ramadan, for COVID-19. Also, we have a Ramadan tips, like if you are a driver, you cannot drive. A lot of things that we have it. So the current or the previous way on how they are sharing their posters, their documents, their awareness by using email and Yammer group. So we built an application by adding everything within one app. So here, if you look at it, we have the posters, and here actually it's different languages, not only English. I added the Arabic, so it was another challenge for me, and this is the first application that I added the Arabic language to it. So I add a poster, Ramadan with COVID-19 tips, also Ramadan tips, and here Fawazir Ramadan, it means a quiz. So they are looking for some cool and fun things or a feature within the app. Like every time the end user, they will be able to go to this button, and they can take 3 or 4 questions per day. And once they answer it, we have a specific dashboard to track their score, and there's a gift and all these awards things. So for this part, actually, I didn't spend anything. I just changed the data source, because on my previous application here, let me go back, I have the quiz already built. I just need to add it here and to change the data source and a few things. And this is what I'm talking about, that if you build the app for the first time, you can reuse it in different scenario. And within Power Apps, we have even a template built in that you can reuse it in your own way by changing the data source, doing a lot of cool things. Okay, Let me now move to the another application. So also I did similar thing for KSA, specific for the whole KSA within my company. So we did a lot of webcasts for COVID-19, and we did a lot of question asking the people to fill a specific form. So there was a lot of activities, and there was a lot of things they need to collect from the employees. So I was thinking about like, maybe we can build one app and we add everything and make it much easier for the user, because at the end our customer or our customer is the user, and I need to make sure that the user, they feel comfortable by collecting specific things from the app. And here what I add the employee profile, and here actually it's like a form the user, they need to look at it and fill the information, and every time they need to update it. And it's not only a button there, for each button there is a specific scenario. And here the webcast, it's linked to Microsoft Stream, and once they click on it, I already put the videos within the Power Apps. And it's really a cool feature from Power Apps that you can add your Microsoft Stream videos within the application. It's similar to the YouTube actually, and I saw a lot of application built based on the concept of YouTube ideas. You can check it on Microsoft Power Apps gallery. Okay. And also here we have a medical check and a lot of things that it was happening during the situation. And I make it really easier for the user to go to one app, check all the links that we needed, and they need to look at it during the situation. Okay. I used here Power Apps to build the app, Power BI to do analysis and a check for each employees, and Power Automate to send a notification, reminder, approval. A lot of things happen by using Power Automate. So as we see here, you can integrate most of the tools together, and you can build a huge project by using low code, no code tools. It's something really amazing. Okay. So for me, let me move to this quick application. As I mentioned, I really like to do a lot of sessions before, not virtual sessions only. Actually, it's like one-to-one or face-to-face sessions. So it was, for me, it's really a cool thing to start with the icebreaker game. And all my sessions, actually, it was focused on Power Platform things. So for me, I was thinking like, if I build a quick app and I make it as an icebreaker game, and I will get the audience attention to show them after they play the game, like, do you know how we build this game? It's really easy, but do you know what kind of tool that I'm building this one? So for sure, it's Power Apps. And from there, I will get their attention that you can do a lot of cool stuff by using Power Apps. Not only professional business application, you can make a lot of things by using Power Apps, Power BI. So this is the idea behind having icebreaker game by building an application. And there is a lot of cool game that we can build by using Power Apps. Okay, let me move to another application. This one, it's also a business application, and we call it like every year we have a specific awards program within KSA, within Saudi Arabia, within my company for sure. And the previous work was like using Microsoft Forms, emails between the management, between the if anyone would like to nominate someone, they need to fill the form. So it was cool, but not automated the process. Still, there was like a manual process. We need a lot of people. They go to the form to check each person. So it was not organized that much. So what I did basically here, I built the KSA Awards application, which will help the end user to fill their to put their nominations, to fill the form. And from there, here actually I have two access. One for the end user, which is they can fill the form. Second one for the management. They can look at each category, each entry, and they can evaluate. Plus, based on the evaluation can for example, we have 3 categories, maybe letter recognition, maybe medal, maybe trophy. They can assign for each entry a specific category award, and from there the end user will receive a recognition email with their award category. And within the app, the management, they will be able to see, for example, how many employee they get medal for this year, how many employee they get trophy this year. So it's really organized better than before, and it's much easier for the management to do their to recognize the employees in easiest way. And what kind of tools that I'm using here? For sure, Power Apps to build this application. I'm using Power Automate to send recognition emails and to do some magic things to assign the awards and all this stuff. And also I'm using a Power BI to do analysis and to track all the employees' profile with their awards that we have it within this data source. Okay, let me move now. I think this is the final. No, I think I have 2 more. I hope that I'm not adding too much. Still, I have a lot, but I put the main applications that I really like to mention it. So for this one, as my current position is a digital analyst, and actually every time before I was receiving an email like, how can I build an application? There was no way to reach me out, only by phone or email. And it was really cool because I really like to talk to the people, but I feel like I'm not organized. I'm the one who is building the app for everyone, and I don't have my own application for my own department. I cannot. I need to build an application for me within my company. So what I did here, I built an application, and whatever of services that I can provide, I added to this application. Like if they have any new project I can support, and there is a specific governance and specific structure they need to follow, I added to my application. Also, if they want to attend any workshop that I'm doing within my company, they can check it from there. And actually for digital store, as we are building a lot of application internally, so this is the best practice, and I get a help for digital store from Alana Chai, because he is the one that he built a global digital store within the company. So I was thinking like, I don't want to build it from scratch. So for me, I just need to learn the basic and get the template from him and add it and change the few things. And also I added the training materials, the governance rules that we have it, the useful link, they can look at it. So with this application, it will help me to save my time to focus on urgent projects. To actually also, if anyone is asking me, how can I submit for a new project, anything, just one word, go to this site, do whatever you want, all the service there, and they can do everything. So it was really something I needed for before, and it's helped me to organize my stuff and to do more time management between my tasks. So, and as I mentioned here, it's one place for everything. And what kind of tools that I'm using here? For sure, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power BI. I have a dashboard to track all my projects and all the things that we have it internally. Okay, I think I have this one and one more. So within my company, actually, we have a specific team. They are working on, for example, if you are moving from one location to another as a field engineer, they need to book for a specific like a camp or a specific hotel that we have it within the company. So the way that we have it internally within KSA, actually, they have an admin, and this admin, he already have a specific Excel. They are maintaining their Excel. And for me, I don't like to use an Excel to put a lot of data. It's really, sometimes I don't trust Excel. I don't like to say it, but a lot of things that can happen if you have a lot of data within your Excel, and it's not secure for sure, specific if you are working with a huge company. So with this one, what we did, I built my data source as a SharePoint, and I built an application to help the admin to receive the request through the application, because the admin, every time they are receiving by call, by email, it's really annoying things. So within this app, the end user will be able to book the room, and the admin will be able to go there they will be able to receive a notification by using Power Automate. Someone is booking this room. Is it available, not available? And they can check the availability actually from this gallery within the app. So all the functionality that the admin they need to automate their task and to minimize the manual process, we add it within this application, and it's really helpful application. It's similar to the hotel booking, but in like a business style. So let me move. I think this is the last application that I would like to share it here. So this one, we call it Ask Me Anything application, AMA application. The purpose of this application that we have a lot of webcasts for different departments within the company, and every time they are receiving the questions, even after the webcast. So, and what we did here, actually, we think about the way that we can answer all the end user question at any time. It doesn't mean they can ask a question only during the webcast. So what I did here basically within this application, and what kind of new things that I'm using here, if you look at the teams, so it's really an easy app, just a form with category, topic, question, submit button. There is no magic with this application, a normal form. But the magic things that I'm using here, it's adaptive cards. I'm not sure if you heard about it. So the key things that we have it here within the category, when the user submit their question, based on the category, I built a teams, and within the teams, I added several channels, and the channels, the name of the channel based on the category that we have it here. Sorry, just a minute. Based on the category that we have it here. And once the user submit their question, the adaptive cards will appear within the teams, and the SMEs will be able to receive a notification email that someone is asking this question. Click on this link to answer it. And the way to answer it, actually, within the adaptive cards that we have it within the Microsoft Teams, within specific channel. And the user, the communication between the end user and the SMEs, when the SMEs answer the question, the end user will be able to receive a notification email with the answer of their question. It was something really new for me, and it was the first application that I used adaptive cards. And it was also a challenge for me, because I have 1 to 2 days to build it. It seems easy, but in fact, I was not familiar with adaptive cards, and it was something really new for me. And this is what I really would like to mention. Don't be afraid to take that challenge, because within the challenge, you will learn a lot of things. So because of it, this is a challenge. It seems easy, but I learned how I can build the adaptive cards by adding within Power Automate. I did a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, I learned a lot of things. So this is my last application. I have a lot of things that I built it even within the community. You can check my YouTube channel. You can check my website. I added a lot of fun things that by using Power Automate, Power Apps, Power BI, and there's a lot of things that will come during upcoming months, actually. So the question here, which is for me, what's next? And actually, for me, I really like to develop myself more and more. And it doesn't mean that I am MVP now. This is the end of my journey, or I have my own site. This is the end of my journey. No, actually. So still, I can consider myself still, I'm not expert, because every time we have new things to learn it from different topics, different areas. And for me, I really like to learn from different area, different community. And I really like to develop myself on different areas. So now my focus was on Power Platform from Microsoft, but now I really would like to make my circle big and move from my area and learn a lot of things like Azure, like different things that we have it from Microsoft. And and also my plan is to share a lot of things. within Sharing is Caring group, within my community on Twitter, LinkedIn, all my favorite social media accounts. And also I'm planning to have a different style of sharing my knowledge. So stay tuned for it. I'm still planning for this one. And yeah, I hope that I can learn from each person that we have it from this amazing person, and do a lot of amazing session with different people. With this way, I can develop myself more and more. And if you check my journey, how I started as a IT on-site support, which is the one that she's troubleshooting the laptops, and now I become like Agent 008. It's something really cool, and there's no impossible things, that you can do whatever you want, but make sure to love what you do. Otherwise, you cannot give the feel to the end user that you are really doing this because you really like it. Or for me, what I'm doing to the community, because I like to do this, I love to do this. It's not because for specific awards or specific recognition. So this is me, and this is why we have this amazing community, Power Addict, Power Platform, Sharing is Caring, a lot of amazing community, Textilers community. So a lot of supportive communities that we have it through social media. So team, if you have any question, feel free to ask me now. And as I mentioned, you can reach me out through all my social media accounts. Recently, I created a TikTok account, so I will start to share. As I mentioned, I'm planning to share my knowledge in different way. Also, you can reach me out on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. I'm posting a lot of videos. If you like to join any session, every month I'm doing like 4 to 8 sessions on my meetup, Sharing is Caring group. So just go there, check the sessions that you feel like you want to learn more about it, and just register. Everything for free for sure. And yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm super happy. So if you have any question, feel free to ask me now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's
thank you so
really
much.
interesting.
Yeah, and I really like your presentation and your journey,
Thank
May.
you.
And yes, I liked what you said in the end, that do what you love and take the
Exactly.
challenges. I can relate. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And we also have some questions here, so we
Cool.
can start here. So we have Gabriel. He asks, how do you handle interaction with the users and add logic to your Power Apps?
So actually, what kind of tips that I'm follow before building any application or any business project, the best practice is you need to talk to your stakeholders, learn more about what they are doing, because this is the best way to develop it and automate their process. And from there, you can make your if you have a whiteboard, draw whatever they have and think about what kind of things that you can automate by using the Power Platform tools. And imagine, for me, actually, I'm imagine like if I'm replace this current process, for example, sending an email, so I can automate it by using Power Automate. And from there, you can add the logic to your application. This is the best practice that I'm doing. Yeah. I hope
Okay,
that
thank
I
you.
answer his question.
Great. And then we have another question.
Cool.
Yes.
So the question is from Paul Burns. He says, if you're not using Excel as a data source, I presume, are you using Dataverse?
So actually, I learned the basic things about Dataverse, and I'm still learning. But my favorite tool for all my application to store my data is a SharePoint. I don't know why. I feel like it's my home. I feel comfortable whenever I'm having a SharePoint as my data source. So yeah, SharePoint is the main data source for all my application.
So maybe can you explain a little bit what the Dataverse is for those who do not know?
So Dataverse, actually, I learned the basic things that even if you, for example, if you want to build within the teams, you can. I'm not sure if you start to build your application within Teams, there is a functionality that you can build your application within Teams, and you can add your data from there. So this is the basic things that I learned from Dataverse. And actually, I have a specific session about it, which is next week. And because I'm learning still about Dataverse, and this is the best way to share with others what kind of things that I'm learning. So you can ask anyone to join the session, and we can learn a lot of things related to Dataverse together.
Yes, that's great. I think we have another question from Gabriel. Should we show that question? Let's see. Gabriel, another question. How does responsive design work in Power Apps? Is it recommended to go mobile first?
So as we know that within Power Apps, you have two options or two layouts that you can build it, one for desktop, one for phone. So what I really suggest for you, you need to think about your application, for example, based on the scenario. For example, on the KSA Excellence Award that I show it to you, that it's better to make it as a desktop layout. Even if it's desktop layout, they can open it through their phone. But for example, for Ramadan application or AMA, the concept behind the application, we want to make it as a phone layout, which is much better than desktop. And still, they can open it from both sides, from their tablet, from their phone, from anywhere devices they have. So you need to think about your application and what kind of things that you can choose based on the layout and based on the scenario that you have it.
Thank you. I hope it answers your question, Gabriel.
Yeah.
And I think we have a few questions from Håkan. Håkan himself. Let's see.
So the first question is, so can you make a Power App that is accessible for anyone, or is it only accessible for people within a company that they need to belong to the company's Azure AD, for example?
So for Power Apps, actually, it's based on the environment that you have it. So you cannot make it public to everyone. So all my application, it's available for only my organization and the company that I'm working on it, and under the Schlumberger environment. So, but I heard that we have a Power Apps portal that you can share it with an external user, but there is a specific requirement. There is a specific license that you need to work on it. But we call it Power Apps portal, not the Power Apps Canvas or the one that I built it. Yeah.
Thank you. Then we have another question, also for me. So in general here, how much time does it take to develop a Power App if you compare it if you would have built a similar app from scratch using .NET?
Actually, it's something really easy to build if you are familiar with the C++ and all these languages. Actually, with Power Apps, you just need to learn the basic, and from there, it's like a game. When you learn the basic, you can play the game very quick, and it's not difficult. It's not like a Visual Studio or a C++, something really easy. So, for example, I built an app within 1 hour. You can do the same, but based on the logic, based on the business case that you want to have, or your stakeholders, it will take maybe more time based on their opinions. But building an app with Power Apps, something really easy. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
great. Yes. I don't think we have more questions, but I have a personal question myself that I didn't post in the chat. So I'm a software developer and I code in C# and .NET. So your presentation really made me interested a lot more about Power Apps and low code. So I'm curious, is there a way for like back-end programming, like programming, coding and Power Apps to integrate together so they can both collaborate? For example, serverless. Is it possible to integrate serverless with Power Apps, which is already in the SharePoint or Graph API? Is it possible?
So you mean integrate, for example, if you have it in the SharePoint or something that. So I didn't try it before, actually, to be honest. But the powerful things with Power Apps that you can integrate, for example, you can add a different connectors, you can add a different data sources. So, and you can check all the connectors that are available on Power Apps. If you go to the portal of Power Apps, there is a connectors, and you can customize your connector by adding your connector and check if there is a way to add it there or not. So this is what I really suggest for you. But as I mentioned, that you can integrate, for example, if you have a Power BI, you can integrate it within Power Apps. You can integrate Power Apps within Power BI. You can integrate Power Automate. So all these tools, as I mentioned, it's like one family. You can integrate everything to be
Yes.
within one place. Yeah.
Yes, that's great. I'll check on
Yeah.
those
Cool.
connectors.
Cool.
Thank
Cool.
Yeah,
you.
Welcome.
I also had a couple of questions that I didn't post in the in chat there that I can take. So first
Yeah.
one
Cool.
is, do you have any links for any tutorials about learning
Yeah.
about the Power Platform or Power Apps?
Yeah, sure. So we have a Microsoft Learn link. I will share it with you. There is a lot of amazing materials there. Even me, actually, I learned a lot of things from Microsoft Learn. You can check. We have for Power Apps. You have for Power Automate, Power Virtual Agents, Power Apps. A lot of documents, videos, and articles. And within the community, we have a lot of experts. They are doing a lot of videos on YouTube, and I learned from, if you know Shane Young, I learned a lot of things from this amazing person within the YouTube. So I will share with you the Microsoft link, and you can share it with the other
I
for sure.
I think I found it as well. I
Oh, cool.
believe this one. Let's see, this one. I
Yeah,
posted
and
it on the chat. Yeah.
okay, cool. And also within Microsoft Learn, you can create your profile, you can collect points while you are learning. It's really a cool, you can reach a specific level while you are learning. So it's really a good references for everyone to learn from.
Oh, nice. And then I
Yeah.
also had a question here. Yeah, so are you working because now you've built up a lot of knowledge here, so are you working as a mentor, or is that something that you're thinking about in the future?
Yeah, so my plan and my target actually to inspire other across the world, especially even within Saudi Arabia, to inspire other people to learn, to be part within this community, because I joined this community because I got inspired from others. So now it's my time to inspire others to join this amazing community and to be mentor for different people, for sure. Yeah.
Yes, that's great. Mentorship is really
Okay.
important
Exactly.
in our
Yeah.
communities. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great. So then, and when is the next time you will make a conference presentation or a meetup presentation or similar?
Actually, I have two meetup sessions next Monday, Tuesday. One for Power Apps, and the second one for the book that I'm reading, which is the Value Proposition Design. It's really a cool and amazing book that will help to build your application. It's not focused on application for a product, but you can convert it to be in your like Power Apps, Power BI. So Monday, Tuesday, I have two sessions for different topic for Power Apps and the book that I'm reading. Yeah. And by the way, actually, every week I have two sessions, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, I used to do like every Friday, but now after I become as an MVP, I have more energy. So I will give 8 sessions per month. So
Yes.
yeah,
Are those sessions on your YouTube channel? Where do you usually
yeah.
publish it? It's on
So
your yeah.
yeah, all the session recorded and posted on my YouTube, even on the Agent 008 website. Everything I keep sure that I make sure that I keep everything on all my social media platforms. So if anyone would like to review it, they can go and check it right away.
That's
Nice.
great.
Yeah.
I can feel in your voice you're really excited of the things
Yeah.
that's coming. That's
Yeah,
great.
exactly. Thank you.
Yes. Is this your first user group talk since you became an MVP in September?
Yes, actually, and I'm super
Yes.
happy. Yeah. So I'm
Great.
super
Yeah,
happy.
it's an honor.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah.
Yes. All right. Do we have anything else? I don't think we have a feedback from our audience. Let's see. Let me show. We have a good feedback from Gabriel, one of our audience. Very nice success story, Agent 008. Inspiring to all, and thanks for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope that I will inspire more people. And thank you so much for this amazing comment. Thank you.
And we also have feedback from Paul Borns. Great presentation by May. Well done.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, great,
Thank you
really
so
great
much.
job, May. Thank you. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you for having me. I'm super happy, actually. Thank you so much.
Great. And I think it's time here to wrap things up. So thank you so much, May. And also, May, stay online. Don't log off StreamYard here.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
But in the meanwhile, we would like to thank all of you who came to see this session and all of you who is watching this online on YouTube. And as you will see in our outro script, you will find the link to our CFP. So our CFP is always open. So if you have anything that you would like to talk about, you can just make a proposal. And you don't need to be an experienced speaker. You can be a first-time user, and me and Jonah will help you and coach you to help you make a good presentation.
Yes, and see you on our next event. That will be on September 25, in 2 weeks. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and have a great day.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.